What's up, ATV motocross fans? This is going to be a short overview video of the Walsh Racecraft Swingarm. This is the MX version, so it's 19.5 inches from the axle to the front pivot bolt. This thing weighs 5.2 pounds, so it is a little bit heavier than the stock Swingarm, but this is a 4130 chromoly steel, whereas the stock is a cast aluminum. That's going to make this more durable, but also the engineering and the manufacturing are done to a tighter tolerance for the 3 pivot points here. This setup came with a chain guide. It consists of 2 parts, this outer part and the inner part. Fits together like so, and then we'll attach right here. You'll have these 2 longer bolts, the washers and the nuts. They go through this front setup here, the nuts and the washers on the back. And then here, you've got a smaller bolt that runs through, and then there's a nut that they've welded onto the back here, and you'll just thread that right in. This piece is made out of UHMW, which is just a type of plastic that has an excellent wear resistance and impact absorption. It's a pretty nice piece. However, one issue I encountered was that this piece here was not milled to the proper tolerances, so it did not fit down inside this outer piece deep enough for the front 2 bolts to slide through easily. Easily remedied by just sanding that surface down, but it was a bit strange considering the price of this. I would have thought that it would have been spot on. Oh well. In the back, they do the same thing as the stock setup. You got your 4 pinch bolts. However, with Walsh, what they've done is they've taken the 2 and welded them together with this plate, which is cool. So you'll have 2 of those, and then the 4 associated nuts. The back end here is set up so that you just run your stock carrier if you want, or any aftermarket carrier that has the same dimensions. I'm going to be running the Lone Star Racing billet carrier, the Lone Star Racing Excalibur axle, their lock nut, their rear rotor hub, and their sprocket hub. So I think that should all work nicely together, look good, and the axle has a lifelong warranty, which is pretty slick. So should be smooth operation there. On this side, you'll notice that this piece is actually attached to the swing arm rather than bolted to the swing arm the way the stock setup is. Not a big deal, but cool. So when you swap this over, though, the 2 pieces that you are going to repurpose are the small block that slides over this to help guide the plate here that is intended to hold the rear caliper setup. So you'll take that caliper slider plate and this block, throw those on, good to go. Here, there's a small threaded provision for a rear brake line clamp. It comes with this small little clasp and the hardware associated with it. I'm going to be running some custom HEL brake lines this year. I had these made. Their website's sweet. I would recommend checking them out for building. It's really easy to make these lines in any way you want. I obviously went with yellow because for 2024, I'm going with a black and yellow setup. So something like that. I think it's going to lay really sweet. In the front, these bearings and the sleeves are already in place. The dust caps are in place, so nothing to do there. Here you'll see a provision for a threaded provision for your chain slider. I don't know necessarily. My belief would be that this is designed to be used with any stock or aftermarket chain slider. I personally run the DRW right now. I'm going to try to throw that on there and see if it works. But maybe I'll have to use the stock one. I'm not sure. But other than that, I just wanted to do, a little overview of this product and let you guys check it out and talk about it a little bit, because there's not a lot of content out there on ATV motocross parts. So If you thought this was useful or entertaining, sweet. Thank you.